back, relax, and maybe get yourself a snack. Me and you gonna have a little chat about books. Hey guys! So I am here today to sit down and do a quick mini book haul for you guys. I have 4 books that have come in the post recently, so I just wanted to show you and see which ones you guys might be interested in, or if there's any here that you would like me to pick up sooner rather than later. So let's just get started. One of the books is actually a book I have already read, but I did not own in paperback, and the author was kind enough to send me a copy. This is one of the SBFBO entries that was part of my selection for 2019, so it didn't make finalists, but it was a really fun read, and the author was very kind to send this to me. It is Rocks Fall, Everyone Dies. Eddie Skelson is the author, and the little asterisk at the end here says literally no dragons in this book, despite the fact that there is a ginormous dragon on the front cover, who is pretty epic. I'm not gonna lie, I really enjoy the epic, sardonic, sarcastic, satirical humour of this book. This is quite a fun one. It's a story that I really enjoyed, and I have done a review of it, so I'll put a link to that below. But basically it is a twist on all things fantasy. It's very much a satirical look at fantasy and a humorous look at fantasy. If you like humour in books, you'll probably really enjoy this, and if you like things that are a little bit out the box, then you'll probably really enjoy this as well. So I'm very happy to have a physical edition that I can now put up on my shelves, and I really recommend you guys pick this one up. It was a lot of fun and I really enjoyed it. The next book I actually have a couple of proof copies for, but I didn't have a final edition and they've just sent it to me. It is Highflyer by Owen Colfer. This book I've heard mixed things about because I know Owen Colfer is predominantly a kids or YA writer. This is his first adult fantasy, so I got a note from the publisher about this one, and it says, "Let me introduce you to Squib Moreau, a swamp-wild, street-smart kid with generally good intentions, who's fixing to set himself up as an apprentice moonshine runner so he can make enough cash to rescue his pretty mama from the unwanted attentions of a crooked constable. Unfortunately for him, that same crooked constable has his own eye on that very stretch of bayou, and neither of them have taken into account the vodka-drinking, flash-dance-loving, fire-breathing dragon hiding out in that bit of the Louisiana swamp." So it sounds like it's quite a mad romp. It sounds like there's a dragon. It sounds like there are quite a lot of fun moments ahead, just from the humour in that. And I'm looking forward to reading it because Owen Colfer is the author of the Artemis Fowl series and quite a lot of other books for YA teenagers. I loved him growing up as a teenager, and I'm really excited to give this one a try. As I say, I do have some proof copies of this book as well, so if I like it, hopefully I will be able to do a giveaway of some copies to you guys. I'm planning to read this one pretty soon. It comes out at the end of January. The next book that I was very kindly sent by the US publisher, this is Surefall by Robert Jackson Bennett, and it's published by Del Rey in the US. This comes out in the US in April 2020, and I read the first one in this series, which is Foundry Side, a while ago. It was my first Robert Jackson Bennett, and it was so much fun. It really reminded me of ideas that you see in Sanderson's books, but it had completely different twists and very different characterization. So I really enjoyed it, and I would definitely be excited to dive into this one fairly soon. I also have to say that I had not actually seen the cover for this second one until they sent me this copy, and I think it's absolutely beautiful. So I'm really excited about this and very much looking forward to reading it. It comes out on the 21st of April in the US. I imagine similar kind of timeline for the UK, but I'm not exactly sure. But I'm very excited to have this and very much looking forward to it. I can't tell you too much about it, but I remember the first one was very much kind of a heist, and there was a lot of great moments between characters. There's a talking key, I believe, and just so much stuff that happens in it that was really good. I'll try and find my review and link it below for you guys as well, but I really enjoyed the first, so I'm sure I will enjoy the second one as well. And then the final book that I was sent is called The Court of Miracles. This one is by Kester Grant, and it was sent to me by Harper Voyager, so I'm very excited to have it. The tagline on the front says, "This city is a dark and lawless place, and we are its children." And then inside there's a couple of blurby bits, so I'll read them to you. "A glittering criminal underworld, a heroine who will bring it crashing down. The revolution has failed. Paris is a dark and lawless place. To protect themselves, the city's wretched have gathered into guilds of thieves, smugglers, assassins, and worse. Together they form the Miracle Court. When Nina's sister is stolen by one of their cruelest lords, she joins the Thieves' Guild to get her back, and there she learns that even the wretched have rules. She'll break every single one of those rules to get her sister back, even if it tears the whole Miracle Court apart. Now, this book comes out in June of this year, and I'm very excited. It's early June, so I'm hoping to get to this one before the release date and have a review for you guys. Very excited about it. I love the cover, and obviously this is just an ARC cover, but I think it's going to be beautiful when it does come out, I'm sure. So those are the 4 books I was very kindly sent. Thanks to all the publishers and authors, and I would love to hear in the comments which of those 4 is most exciting to you, and whether you've read any of the series or anything else by any of the authors, do let me know. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you very soon in another video. Bye guys!
Thank you for watching my video today. Go pick up a book, then come back and chat with me again.